Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wolong Fallen Dynasty, or, if you're British, Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I'm the Mysterious JG. Excuse me. I just chucked a like 4.5 minute video where I introed, and I think I outroed by saying we were going to go to the final DLC. So I guess I sort of kind of vaguely promised that, but I got a few minutes in and realized A, I needed to do inventory management, and B, we missed some stuff that I think might be just a thing that we could do for fun. And if you really are just like, no, I don't want to see more side missions, go to the next story mission, I'll name that next video where we finally do get to EX3 in such a way that you can tell. Oh, look, they even color-coded them. So this is the Way DLC, this is the Woo DLC, and the last DLC is going to be a Shu DLC. But, it took like 2 websites before I could find someplace that just clearly explained to me how to use the inventory system in this game, because it is really unintuitive. And it's never explained in-game. Like, you have inventory. You have 500 items you can hold in inventory, and 2,000 in the storehouse. And stackable items like, arrows and stuff go to the storehouse automatically. Nothing else. Like, you have to go to the blacksmith, and you have to go to the sell or salvage screens, and only from there, and even there, it's like when you press X after selecting an item, an option comes up to either salvage or sell, depending on which one you're in, or send to storehouse. So it's like, if you have stuff, it's like, I want to send this to the storehouse, I don't want to sell it, like, you got to kind of make a leap of faith before you can even sell it, because you think you're committing to selling it, or to... instead of sticking to the story. It's really unintuitive and annoying. This is generally a game that has like quality of life improvements over Neo, which is clearly in the same family, but that is not a good system at all. But anyway, no, 3.5 minutes of that, followed by me having promised that we were going straight to DLC. And now I'm 2 minutes into explaining that we're not going to go to DLC just yet. May take more than one video, but we're going to poke around at... Part 6 had 2 side ops we didn't do, and Part 7 has several side ops we didn't do, because Part 7 only has 1 main mission, then a bunch of side ops. Some of these side ops are boss rematches. I don't know that I care. One of them is a 2-on-1 fight against the Ji-House. I don't know if I care. One of them is a boss fight against Yuan Shao. I don't know if I care. I remember that boss fight seeming really fairly easy, but I also remember us having had allies. And then the Crouching Tigers, like, I don't know what this one would be. I guess it's a rematch against young Zhuge Liang when he was possessed, but now he's not possessed, he's just fighting you normal, whatever. But no, the ones that I want to do are the ones that are just like little mini story missions. In the past, I've done those and made fun of how lame it was, like, Zhou Yu has mysteriously disappeared. Let's go find him. And you find Zhou Yu's like, oh, sorry, I just thought I had some privacy. Jeez, leave me alone. But no, we are going to do a couple of these missions. And we'll at least wrap up all of level 6 on the capture progress screen. Probably not 7, because that probably involves doing all these boss fights I don't care about. But we'll do 6. Heirloom Seal to the Realm. It was in fact Yuji disguised as Sun Jin who stole the Imperial seal from Luo Yang. Perhaps it was all part of Yuji's scheme to discredit the Imperial court for his own ambitions. The seal has fallen into the wrong hands. It is only right to head once more to Xiangyang City. Xiangyang City, USA. Sorry, that makes no sense. I wonder if... in theory, I should play through the DLC 3 just so that I've actually got the characters. Because I did a bit of chit-chat in that video that's now lost, where I kind of talked about... I looked at the different dates that these DLCs are set in. The DLCs are set, like... they're arranged, 1 through 7 chapters of the main story, and then the 3 DLCs at the end, and then the, like, framing stuff, like the Hidden Village and whatever after that. But the time periods also appear, so you can kind of figure out where in the story stuff is supposed to be. Because all 3 DLC... well, the Woo DLC is particularly messy. Because, well, I guess it's not too bad. Because it ends before... well, the DLC story missions end before Sun Ce dies. And then Sun Ce dies in the main story. And then there are DLC side missions, which are set after Sun Ce dies. But I don't know what the Shu DLC is even about. It may involve the Liu Bei fighting Liu Bu, actually, but whatever. Let's do this.
Yu Ji disguised himself as my father, Suen Jian, and stole the Imperial seal. Word has it that the seal is buried somewhere in this land. Unless we return it, there will be a rumor saying that the Suens have become mad with ambition to take over the throne.
They kind of did.
False though such claims would be, they would put my family in danger. And so, to right this wrong, I ask that you would allow me to accompany you.
Okay. Alright, but I'm not going to go looking for the seals, so I don't know why that's going to be useful to you. You can accompany me. I was going to head down to, like, see some fake American titties with Roman.
Do I get to bring along another associate Supreme Court justice? This... Okay, maybe it's just a level I haven't played in a long time, which actually would make perfect sense since I've been deep in the DLCs. This feels like a new place that we're coming to here. But it can't be. This must be like a main level that's just like I'm looking at it backwards or something. Can we bring along Sun Ce? Is he still alive? Looks like he's dead too, or he shows up in the story. You get tight sheet seat. Kind of doesn't matter who I bring along. Like at this point, we sort of know I'm not getting a sworn brother status with everybody. Poor Huang Gai, who's a pretty important character. He takes a brutal beating, like as part of a plot to fool Wei. To launch the fire attack. Like, he does a fake defection plot. For some reason, in Dynasty Warriors, he's portrayed as this weird, gruff man who has a tiny little shorts and a tiny little shield that he carries around and beats people to death with a club. And then in some of the games, he beats people to death with a giant ship oar. But he's actually... Well, might as well bring him along. We're going to be talking about him. Relentlessly weird. No, but he takes a brutal beating. Like, he has a plot with Zhou Yu where he's going to fake a defection to Wei. And in order to make it, in order to sell it, he commits a minor offense so that Zhou Yu has him like whipped, like savagely beaten, in front of like everybody. So that this, because he knows, well, I don't know exactly who they are, but we clearly have spies for Cao Cao that are hanging around this joint. Let's give them a reason to believe that Huang Gai is defecting because I had him savagely beaten in front of the men. See, I just got done with a long session of Final Fantasy Origin, where down on the little square pad is heal, and in this game it's up, so... First time I switched from one to the other, and I'm doing healing, that always is a problem. I think we're going to... Ow! That was annoying. It was smart on his part to time a red attack as I was hopping over, but very annoying for me. Now, somewhere in here is a little marking flag, or up there, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I think I do remember this level now. Ooh. All right. Well, if I can find him, maybe he can help me. He is the A-team. No, there's a guy in there who's like who's powering up others. If I can get to him. Ooh, this does count as a place to hop to. Because that's a really high, that's a much higher morale guy. If I can figure out how to avoid him. Here we go. I knew there was a smarter way to do this. There's got to be a way to drop in from above or something. Because there's also a... Apparently this didn't get me to the marking flag after all. There we go. He's still being powered up by other people. Yep. I don't know why I wasn't allowed to sneak in there, but I wasn't. This guy is a lower level than, oh, he's glowing with purple power because he defeated nearby guys. I was trying to figure out why.
This is an adversary of considerable strength.
I guess I messed up sneaking up on him. Ow. I'm trying to back up and heal. Just give me a second. I was hitting the wrong button. I was hitting the... Actually, no, that would have been the right button in either game. I was getting confused about what button would let me do fancy evades, but I did know he was poisoned and was trying to get less aggressive. Anyway, I'm trying to wipe out the members of this guy's little squadron of demonic warriors, but I don't think that actually... Getting rid of that guy didn't actually help. Probably going to too much trouble to avoid fighting that guy right directly, but there are certainly reasons to... He will be weaker if we do this first. And he definitely won't give a crap about, yeah, his morale went down, and I think his, he won't give a crap about fire, so we don't want to use fire. Ow. And some evil Taoist gear. And have unlocked one of the big poles around here. Wong von Caesar. That's an interesting name, actually. Wong von Caesar. A little Chinese, a little Latin, a little German. Not necessarily in that order. All right. I saw you with my assault on later. That was like a top secret place to jump across to. Like jumping across from here to the other side of the water at a very specific place led you to a secret that I made a point of finding out about because it was like Dragon Cure Pot type stuff. So, but it was a miss this jump and it's game over kind of jump, and it looks like here it is either I'm not remembering properly where it was, or it is, yeah, it's not there anymore. But there does appear to be an enemy on the other side. Did we miss an enemy over here? There's a house that probably had something going on inside of it in the main level. There we go. That guy just hang around waiting to ambush people. Who knows how long that hedgehog was waiting to ambush people, but we've put a stop to its evil. I got focused on the wrong guy. Yeah, we had a couple of ambush sorcerers who just they're waiting to ambush you, but weren't going to notice you unless you were right on top of them. Although one of them jumped down. Like, that was dumb. That shouldn't have worked that way. Now we got a little mini flag over here, but we can find a better way to get to it. Maybe we can't. That doesn't look like it's safe to jump to. Guess not.
Well, I avenged one of those guys.
And the Emu Slayer. Why are you going around slaying emus? Psycho. Well, anyway, Emu Slayer's dead. He might. Emus are like. He's just a hunter. What am I talking about? They're just an animal that you hunt, right? I don't know. So we're basically hunting for evil Taoist leglets. Well, of course, you just find those in a treasure chest out in the rain. I mean, we're going around hunting for the Imperial seal to clear Sun Jin's name. Sun Tzu is either dead at this point, or he's just locked out as a companion because he shows up later in the mission. I don't know. But here's the final main battle flag for the level. Which has me wondering about whether I missed small flags earlier, but we did. I felt like a pretty thorough recce over here. Can you go further up this way? I remember there was a version of this map where you could go oddly far, like I thought I got to the point, this gate here seemed like where it was going to get to a, alright, now you're locked in, move towards the boss, and there was quite a bit of, like a reasonably large amount of open explorable space left. Anyway, whatever. Let's get back over here, where the level seems to be pointing. Even though it feels kind of like the end of a level, it actually isn't. We saw enough regular enemies left that I figure there could still be some mini flags on the other side. This might be a place where the level just ends eventually and you don't have a boss fight. Because normally if there's a boss fight, they put a big save right before it. A little corner like this would be a great place to put a small flag, but we've got 2 left to find and nothing showing up on Soliton Ladar yet. Oh, well. We know about these guys. Yeah. They really just won't come out unless they think they've got the drop on you, which I guess I understand. Why would you reveal yourself? But, alright, what did I say? This seems like a great place for a little mini flag. I was correct.
I'm so smart.
There's no enemy so weak that I won't sneak around extra if it means coming up from behind. Alright, well. Ow. And by ow, I just mean I thought I was going to time that better. I didn't actually take damage. Anti-freeze soul. So, anti-ghost stickers. There's a little path over here that I felt like I didn't fully explore because I thought maybe that other way was leading to it. Oh, whatever. Oil of Awakening. It's like Oil of Olay, I guess. Definitely worth slowing my progress down. Is that a thing I can jump up? It is. Okay. That's a little bit of a shortcut. That's nice. So if I can find one more mini flag in this direction, I'll be fairly confident the level's about to end. General-in-Chief's seal. It's the General-in-Chief's seal. It's not the Imperial seal. Otherwise, the level would be over. Freaking jerk got in the way. I was trying to take out his ally over here. His giant commander. Poor guy died. Didn't even get a chance to explode in fire. Alright, well here's the... one more of these flags. I wonder if that guy's the boss of the level. It's entirely possible. Although actually it seems like they want us to go... There we go. Apparently staying in close works pretty good against his lightning attack. So I'm not really sure what we got for that. Oh. That's the Imperial seal. Okay. Let's kill these two guys in case there's some kind of thing where we get ambushed, but I feel like this is it for the level, actually. There might be some kind of boss thing ahead, but... we avenged Fiery 238B. This really, some of these levels really do feel like they were meant to be beaten by JG in one 30-minute video. Which I'm fine with. We got some evil Taoist bracelets out of the deal. Oh, I was kind of hoping that would make a cool drum noise, not just get destroyed, but... well, I thought the enemies warped in to fight me. It was my allies warping in. There's the Imperial seal. Okay, well, there you go. No boss.
The
Just...
Imperial seal is sacred.
It is?
Yet with its power also comes the potential to wreak havoc and destroy lives when placed in the wrong hands.
Why are you talking to Huang Gai? You're like staring at him. I'm here. I found it.
You hold on to it and return it to the Imperial court for me.
And Huang Gai's like, sure thing. I'll do that. No problem. Because you're obviously talking to me. Whatever. All right. So that was a little side op that was silly and pointless, and I don't know. I didn't mind it. It makes me feel good to find all those stupid battle flags. Because Wolong Fallen Dynasty has been it definitely had its frustration points. It had a couple of bosses that, like the very first main boss, for example, felt like huge obstacles. But overall, way more chill than Neo. Even though I didn't really find some of the combat quite as much fun. But I'm going to miss it when it's gone, but I don't see myself replaying this game. So finishing these little odds and ends that are just not going to be uber frustrating boss fights against bosses that were either really tough to beat with in-game allies, and I now have to beat them without, or boss fights where it's like you got to fight two guys at once who were bosses on their own merits before. Like, I feel like fighting Jihao Dun and Jihao Yuan, if both of them are human, would be easier than fighting any of the, like, yokai boss battles with no allies. But I still don't know whether I'm going to commit to them or not. They're, like, just little, hey, here's, like, regular story mission where you go around fighting and you get a little bit of extra dialogue with NPCs. It's fun. Although, I'll tell you, there is absolutely no version of any character from the whole broader Koei Dynasty Warriors, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and now Wolong Universe. Even the Kessen versions of the Kessen 2 versions of all these RTK characters are sticking with me better than the Wolong versions. And honestly, I miss the weird, pointlessly British voice acting. It wasn't everybody. It was really mostly Hideyoshi. But I miss the weird, why didn't I know about this earlier in the series, English voice acting of Neo 2 when I'm playing Wolong. Because the voice acting in this game, I guess Koei is just... right around the time that, I don't know if something happened, like price points changed, if people got mad at each other and they wouldn't work together anymore, but one of the things I really liked, even, I remember my sister making fun of the voice acting in Dynasty Warriors, or Warriors Orochi, when she sat down and watched it with me for a few minutes one time randomly. But no, I have a soft spot in my heart for many of the voice acting performances from Dynasty Warriors, and I'm not getting that from Wolong. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think. I'm curious, like, some of the voices changed over time, and I, like, even when they were still using, like, the same voice actor for Cao Cao, and stuff, like, the same studio was available, but they switched up performers, like, super high-pitched, squeaky voice Jing Tsai is obviously, like, a sentimental favorite of mine, even though the Jing Tsai voice from later was probably more tolerable for most people. Nobunaga's voice got nerfed heavily from Samurai Warriors 2 to the various later appearances he made. And then, really, it's just Warriors Orochi, because they stopped voice acting in English, the Samurai Warriors games. They wouldn't pay for it anymore. So I don't know what I'm getting at, other than, yeah, let me know if you have, like, a favorite Koei game where the voices were more fun, and Dynasty Warriors 3 counts. Bobo bought me that as a gift one year, and I've never really gotten around to trying to get to play that on hardware, but I could... one of these days I probably should emulate Dynasty Warriors 3 as a series. But we're calling this one a video, and when we come back next time, we will be doing more side-ups from the main story, and eventually we will get into the third and final DLC. Thanks for watching, guys.